labels can be found on anything from sofa cushions to stuffed toys, even baby carriers. In short, the purpose of a low label is to inform the consumer about the filling materials inside stuffed products, and that's what I will cover in this video. So for starters, as you can see on the left here, I will explain what a low label is and its purpose, as I just mentioned, the states that require low labels, the products that must carry a low label, what a uniform low label is, what a URN is, and I will summarize everything with a brief checklist. So let's get to it. So what is a low label? As mentioned, it informs the consumers of the filling materials in the stuffed products, and this dates back to, I think, the early 20th century. It's been around for a long time. Example, PU foam 90%, blended cotton felt 10%. Okay, give you an idea. It's often accompanied certain information like a do not remove statement, filling material as a weight percentage, as you can see up here, very similar to what you would expect with, say, textiles labeling requirements. The URN, I'll explain what that is in a bit, and a company name. Could go beyond this though, just to give you an idea. Which states require a low label, have some sort of low label or filling material requirement? Well, it's the majority of states. It's 31 to be specific, or to be honest, that's what it was. That was the count was when we did this research in 2021. I don't know the current number, to be honest. In any case, includes California, New York, Illinois, Ohio, some big states, right? So in short, if you're selling stuffed products in the US, this is something you almost certainly have to consider. What can make it a bit complex is that you have a few different moving parts to consider here. For starters, the exact labeling requirements can differ depending on the state. Okay, that's the information you will put on the label. Not just that, the product scope is not as simple as, oh, stuffed, low label. Not necessarily. The specific product scope differ between different states. And some states may also require registration. So what you're dealing with here is a situation where, okay, do I need a low label? Yeah, maybe, but what do I put on it, and do I need some sort of registration? I think the rest of the video will clarify that. So here are some examples of products that may need to cover carry a low label, and as said, this differs depending on the state, but baby carriers, bean bags, sofas, sleeping bags, pretty diverse range of products, right? Furniture cushions, car seats. Again, it depends on the state. And that's also why we got something called the uniform low label. I'm not sure who actually created this. This is based on a sample I found in a FTC guidance document, but the purpose is that it's sort of a catch-all document. Well, a catch-all label. That's the idea anyway, that you got one label that satisfies the requirements in all states. That's at least the impression that I got when I studied the FTC guidance document. Don't copy paste this, it could be outdated. Again, it's an example, and I will share a few other options, but what we have here is under penalty of law. This is not to be removed, I would assume, and we got misspelling here, except by consumers. Okay, so that's a do not remove statement. All new materials consisting of PU foam, 90% blended cotton felt. California registration number, statement, and the information about the importer in this case. Okay, and it doesn't apply just to importers, just to be clear. It's just that in this case it happens to be one. Combined with some batch information, net weight, filling, cover, and also the country of origin. I don't think I'm not sure actually. I mean, every consumer product in the US essentially needs some sort of country of origin statement, so you need that anyway. But this sample had it. I recommend two documents to go and actually see examples of what low labels could look like. And the first one is our source, the one I used when I created these slides, and that's the FTC, a guide to United States furniture compliance requirements, GCR 12-957, and then a website that's a fantastic website. It's dedicated, I think, entirely to low labeling requirements, and that's AmericanLowLabel.com. Pretty good domain. Check it out. I think they also provide samples and a lot of very useful information. Okay, then we got the URN as mentioned. In some states, you also need registration, and the registration number must be present on the low label itself. You can obtain a URN when you register in one state and use it to register in states that also require a URN. That's the purpose, so that you wouldn't need 25 different numbers or something like that. I don't think it's that many, but just to give you an idea. You can get assistance. One company is actually owned by the company that also operates American Law Label. We're not affiliated with them. I just say that they got a really great website. But anyway, they own another company that's called Global Registration Services Incorporated, and they can help you with the registration and also subsequent renewals, because yeah, as is always the case, you also need renewals in the future. Okay, so I hope I explained this in a way that it makes, well, sense, at least to some extent. Let's just summarize everything with a brief checklist. So number one, you have to determine, is a law label required for my product? And the first question is am I selling stuffed products? Okay, am I selling this computer mouse? I wouldn't need to consider that, or this microphone for that matter. So that's number one. Is my product covered? Is law labeling required in any of the states that I intend to sell my product? That's the second one. Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be this order. Could be the other way around. Could maybe make more sense when I think about it, to be honest. But that's one more thing to consider. 3, what are the specific law labeling requirements in the states or state where I'm selling for my product? Okay, so then we have these different parameters, right? That in turn decide information I need to put on the label, or I could consider using a uniform law label as previously explained, and I strongly recommend you check out the FTC guidance document as a start at least. And finally, do I need a URN, a registration number? Okay, so that's everything I had to say about law labels. If you have further questions, then you can write a comment either on compliancegate.com, that's our website, or you can also do the same thing if you're watching on YouTube. Hope you learned a thing or two from this video, so thank you.